Minister's response. The member from Kitchener-Waterloo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Every single year on April 28th, we commemorate the National Day of Mourning. It is a day when we gather as workers, as people of this province, to mourn the dead, but we also fight for the living on that day. And it's very important for workers because sometimes work, as we know, can be dangerous and sometimes it can be deadly. Accidents in the workplace can leave a person debilitated for life through no fault of their own, and these incidents can happen in any workplace. Like every day of mourning, I always mention the young man who died in my riding very early in my term. His name was Nick Lalonde. He was 23 years old. He left behind a 2-year-old daughter, family and friends, and he fell off a roof because he had never been trained in working at heights. My colleague from Windsor has mentioned that just a couple of weeks ago, a 24-year-old young man named Michael Gerald Cobb was killed in Windsor. So these are fresh. These are families that will suffer and will feel the trauma of a lost loved one in the workplace. I think and I hope we can agree that all workers deserve compensation when they are unable to work due to injuries sustained in the workplace, and yet this continues to be an issue in the province of Ontario, with the WSIB not honouring claims in Ontario. But like many of you, I will join hundreds in Waterloo and Kitchener this weekend, as well as hundreds and thousands across Ontario who will hold ceremonies commemorating the Workers' Day of Mourning. And it's not something we look forward to, but it's essential that we remind everyone of the need for workplace safety. And it's important for us to track the numbers, Mr. Speaker. In 2016, we lost 54 people, 54 poor souls who left for work in the morning and never returned at the end of their shift. The WSIB's most recent statistics for the year of 2017 in Ontario recorded 227 workplace deaths. Among those dead there was 81 traumatic fatalities, 146 occupational disease fatalities, and one would have been too many, but we lost 227 citizens of this province last year. This is clearly problematic, as the number of people we're losing has gone up drastically this year and up from the year before. So have we done enough? Clearly we have not. We need to treat our injured workers with more respect. We need the WSIB to do a better job of assisting our injured workers, full stop. Add to those fatalities the 239,045 total WSIB registered claims due to a work-related injury or disease, including 60,234 claims accepted for lost time, and the fact that these statistics only include what's reported and accepted by the compensation boards. And it's safe to say that the total number of workers impacted is even higher. And what these numbers don't show is just how many people are directly affected by workplace tragedies. Just 3 weeks ago at St. Catharines, a St. Catharines man has been identified as the victim of a workplace accident which occurred in Toronto's Billy Bishop Airport. Dean McGuire, 60 years old, a father of 2 daughters, died on Tuesday. He fell off the roof of an island airport. He was a subcontractor with PCL Construction and was doing cladding work at the facility. And we know the long-standing case of the General Electric workers in Peterborough. Workers at GE, from their experience over the years, have filed 750 claims, and the vast majority of those claims have been denied. These are people who worked in a factory who were exposed to more than 3,000 carcinogens over their careers with that factory. Many of these people have died from a variety of cancers and other respiratory illnesses over the years, and we extend our heartfelt sympathies to the families and friends of those involved in these accidents and are deeply saddened by the unfortunate turn of events. Each worker's death has a profound impact on the loved ones, families, friends and co-workers they leave behind, changing all of their lives forever. We hold our annual service to honour the dead, to fight for the living. We demonstrate to the families left behind that they are not alone. We share their grief. We are doing our part to make working life safer for everyone. This is our shared responsibility in this House, Mr. Speaker. When you see the flags lowered at municipal, provincial and federal buildings this weekend, use the occasion to speak to your friends and families about the need for workplace safety. Talk to your children, as I do to my son, who is apprenticing as an electrician. It is our shared responsibility, but I understand that we can do better, and all of us in this House know that we can do better. Thank you much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.